ليكن يومك للشعب ودادا ليكن حبك للأرض مداد قلم أنت فكم عبرت عنا وبنيت المجد أطوادا شداد أنت يا ملهم شعب.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على نبينا الهدى المصطفى. In this episode, we are going to be talking about controlling your influence. Well, I'm going to start by saying this. There is one of the hadiths of the Prophet ﷺ that says, ألا وإن في الجسد مضغة إذا صلحت الجسد كله وإذا فسدت الجسد كله ألا وهي القلب. That إن في الجسد مضغة, that there is something in our body. There is something in our body, a meat in our body. إذا صلحت, if that meat is pure and clean, صلحت الجسد كله, that means your whole body is going to be pure and clean. وإذا فسدت, if it is corrupt and dirty, فسدت الجسد كله, then your whole body is going to be corrupt and dirty. ألا, the Prophet ﷺ says, listen to me, وهي القلب, definitely it is the heart that we're talking about here. Now, talking about controlling your influence, everything starts with one person, and then a second person, and then finding out two people bringing somebody into the world. We have a man, then a woman, they come together and they give birth to a child. That is a society being formed. Now, if the man is unclean, impure, it is most likely that he's going to meet a woman, a lady who is unclean and impure. And what is going to be the end of it? They will end up giving birth to a child who is also unclean and impure. See, in most cases, what we are seeing across our society, as our society is becoming fantastically corrupt by the day, is because of the influence of those who give birth to us, our mothers and our fathers. Those people you see doing good, the good kids who have good influence to the society, who people are proud of, if you check on them, you definitely see that they were given birth to by good mothers and good fathers. Now, that's been that. The Prophet ﷺ says something again. He mentioned that al-ummu madrasatun iza a'adatta sha'ban tayyib al-a'raqi. That al-ummu madrasatun, she a mother, madrasatun, she is an institution. A mother is an institution. Iza da'taha, if she is well trained, أعددت شعبا طيب الأعراق, then you have succeeded in training a whole nation. Because definitely the influence of our mothers on us is always the first. They are the first influential people in our lives. So the Prophet ﷺ, he knows the impacts of mothers in our lives. That was the reason. Sorry, it's a sha'ir. Sorry about this. This is not an hadith. This is a sha'ir, a poet who mentioned this. So that's been that. Now, talking about the nafs, the man, the woman, and also the child. How are they going to make the upbringing of the child a pious one? If a man and a woman have a child, they give birth to a child, definitely that child he is going to act upon those things that he sees his mother and father do. In most cases, children, psychologically, they don't do what their parents tell them. They do what they see their parents do. So that is where the influence of the society starts. I'm going to talk about a story of a boy. There is this boy who was from Saudi Arabia. This boy, he finished his high school, and his parents, they just thought about it that they want him to move abroad so that he can have the kind of exposure that they wish for him. So they moved him to the UK. He went to the UK to do his university. Upon getting there, the lifestyle in Europe is totally different from the lifestyle of where he's coming from. He got there, a situation where everybody are mixed, man and woman mixed together, boy and girl mixed together in class and everything, sitting together, and he started seeing ladies who are, dressing not in the not Islamic way. This is alien to him and where he's coming from. They used to tell him to come party with them after every Friday night. But because of the influence this boy had right from his upbringing, he used to refuse. But one day, we are all human and we make mistakes. He just decided to follow his friends, and they went to party. And unfortunately for him, every bad thing, every negative thing you can think of, this boy did in that party. Every negative thing you can think of. He drank, he committed zina, everything, and he got home unconscious. Upon waking up, he gained his consciousness and was like, what is going on? What have I done? So, he was full of guilt. After a week, he just decided that he's going back to Saudi Arabia. On his way back, he met another guy who was actually a student of Sheikh Bin Baz, one of our notable sheikh in Saudi Arabia. And this person was looking at him and saying, this guy is feeling uneasy. He approached him and asked, what's going on? What's wrong with you? That was how he told him his predicament, that I've done so and so. And I'm going back to Saudi Arabia for them to do whatever capital punishments they want to do on me, so that I'm going to be cleansed of this sin, the sins. The boy told him that he shouldn't despise, that Allah can forgive. And they should exchange contacts. When they reach Saudi Arabia, when they reach their homeland, they should just wait for him to ask for whatever from his teacher, so that you'll be able to relay the message to him. He asked his teacher, he told his teacher, Sheikh Bin Baz, about this story, and Sheikh Bin Baz was like, he should tell his friend not to be irrational. He shouldn't be irrational about this. As he should make sure he should just be doing his istighfar, and he shouldn't tell anybody about the sins, and definitely Allah is going to forgive him. After a week, he wanted to reach out to his friend. He couldn't reach out. Then, he was calling the line. Someone picked up the phone. Who picked up the phone? The father of the boy. The father of the boy, he heard about the story of that friend, a good friend. He said, you can come to so and so. Gave him the address. The boy came down to the address, to that house. When he got to the house, he just found everybody in a state of anxiety. What is going on? Then the father said, just come inside. He went to the room, to the musalla where the boy prays. He found the boy on the musalla, on the position of sajda, and the boy was dead. Now, the boy was dead, he died while seeking for forgiveness from Allah. But I'm going to bring out some certain things from this story. Societal influence. Even with the fact that the boy went astray, he made a mistake, a great mistake, he was able to retrace his step because he was influenced rightly by his parents. Now, another thing again is that we shouldn't judge anybody. This life is a marathon and not a race. This boy, even with the fact that he committed so much sin, he ended well. And definitely, the way he died shows that Allah accepted his repentance. This is a lesson for all of us. With this story I've mentioned, I think I've been able to highlight how the society, the house, the home he came from, was able to control his influence, and also how he managed to navigate his way to, on his influence, and he ended well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
جامع الأشتات أنت مذ عرفناك تحب القوم جمعا لا فرادا في خليج ومحيط عرفوا زيك ذاك الشأن من بالبذل ساد